Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're returning sub, welcome back. Love to have you as part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. A little bit about me and this channel. I believe to be on one of the most sacred love journeys of a lifetime, known as Twin Soul Love. I brushed shoulders with my beloved for a good couple of decades. We were at the same place at the same time many times over, as I said, a couple of decades. And in 2019 we came into physical embodiment. I guess it was divine time for us to come into that physical element of each other. It wasn't sustainable at that time. We had like the purest, rawest love, basically on steroids, but we couldn't sustain it, and it's very difficult to sustain it. We went our separate ways. We did, we continued on our awakening and our healing journey, and by the grace of God, we are back together in physical embodiment this very day, at this very moment in time. I'm merely just a messenger on this journey. When I started this journey of physical separation in 2019, it was excruciating. It was just felt like somebody ripped out my heart and stomped on it, and I was looking for answers. I was very hungry for knowledge as to why I felt so deep and profound feelings for this beautiful soul. So I started this channel in 2019 because, much to my dismay, there was a lot of, I want to just say, pure garbage, lies, imposters, just monopolizing off vulnerable souls. This is a very vulnerable journey. Look at me as a friend, most importantly, a coach, a mentor, a guide. If you've come to this channel, I'm so happy for you, because you've navigated your way through all of, I want to say, the pollution to get to the truth, and it is natural. Don't beat yourself up. So I got a couple of things to go over. I predominantly do masculine energy. Everything I do from pen to paper, but I had to take a couple of days off just to go on an energy retreat, because the energy was getting a little bit too much for my liking. I like to navigate the journey of life with unconditional love, and there was some pretty uncomfortable energy. I want to talk about that energy, and I don't know who or what or who it resonates with. Mine, realize that not everything will resonate, so pack away what doesn't, keep what does. Kindly do not, as I say that, two crows just fly by. Kindly do not disrupt the vibe of the channel, because I'll simply just delete the comments. So yeah, if you have feedback, send me an email. I'll welcome it with a wonderfully open heart. However, let's go back to this uncomfortable energy of anxiety. Was through the roof, but that seems to have subsided now. But there's this sense of irritation, I guess is the best way to put it. It's almost like there's a fly flying around you that is just, when you get that slight irritation, that's what I'm feeling. Like there's this irritation and energy. But what I do feel is the irritation is coming from low vibrational beings. So you're finding you have less patience for the sleeping ones, and it's irritating you. So there's this great deep sense of irritation, and it's been going on for, I want to say, a couple of days. Ground, meditate, do all good things for you. Other couple of things I want to talk about is some synchronicities, and the number 222, 12, 12, 12, and 111, which if you've been seeing that, 12, 12, and 222 is like relinquishing and unleashing your past and letting it go. So that's another thing that I've been feeling with this collective energy is some of you, again, are revisiting the past, but in a not a great way. So you're revisiting the trauma, which sometimes you have to do in order to heal, but you're harboring some form of this bitterness. So, just unleash that of, going back to that dark place and staying there. There's nothing you can do. You can't change it. You have to accept that's who you are and acknowledge it. And the moment that you acknowledge that that's part of who you are, the brighter your journey will be. So just a couple of those things. 111 is new beginnings. So like sometimes they're a reminder of, like 222 and 1212 and 111. They're so aligned with each other because one says leave the past behind and the other says new beginnings, 111. So that's whomever, I don't know who that message is for. So getting on with the masculine message. So there is some low vibrational energy, egoic energy going on with the masculine as well. And it relates to confusion and regret. So it could be the masculine that's going back, and going back to the past and having this deep sense of regret for a few things, because they felt more for you than what they led on to at the very beginning. So if this is truly your twin soul, you have instant soul recognition, and it sparks something within inside of you that is deeply scary, but also rewarding. And they didn't let on how they truly felt about you. They were coming to this wisdom and this knowledge, and going back, they wish they had said something at the time. But it's water under the bridge. Honestly, everything happens the way it's meant to happen. This is a very rigorous journey to your soul. It is by no stretch of the means a Cinderella story. It's trending out there in the world. Oh, I'm a twin flame. We have the greatest love. No, it's not that. You do have the greatest form of intimacy and love. But it comes with great consequence to the soul. And when you overcome the obstacles, then you come into this nirvana of oneself. So like I said, a little bit of regret, a little bit of confusion. I always say that the moment you get that clarity on this journey and you feel like, oh, this is great, I've got the answers, because quickly as that clarity comes, the confusion, comes in just as quickly. It's crazy. This journey is plagued with confusion and questions. And once, as I said, once you feel like you have the clarity and the knowledge and the wisdom, there's that confusion that always seems to wants to come in, and that's the ego. It's a constant battle of ego versus soul. It truly is. In the end, the soul will ultimately win and overcome and subdue the ego. But it's just one of those parts of the journey. They are getting out into nature. They are grounding this energy. The one good thing about this masculine is they can identify when they're not in a good space, a head space, so to speak. So with this regret and this confusion, they're getting out to nature, and they're stabilizing that energy. When they're out there, all they can think about is taking action. How, when, why, what. That's probably where the confusion comes in, because they've been being pushed to take action, and that's, I think, the feminine energy pulling beautifully in such a loving manner. Whatever you're doing, feminine, keep doing it. It's okay. You're gonna have hiccups. It's a roller coaster ride of emotion, but whatever you're doing, you're poised and you're pulling in this masculine energy beautifully. You're highly sensitive. You both are. I want to say your sensitivity is on steroids in this journey. And that's part of the awakening process. I do have to say that there is, as this masculine has just completely removed the toxicity and, out of their life, drama, toxic people, all sorts of garbage and pollution, there is always this element of envy there. And what I could say is feminine energy, masculine energy. Keep grounding, keep grounding that energy, meditating, breathing. It's nothing you're doing wrong. Absolutely nothing. You emanate the most beautiful light, and some people just have envy for the love that you have for each other. It's unfortunate. You know, people should be very, very ecstatic and happy, but you know, regrettably, that's the world we live in. We live in low vibrational world. I want to talk about this keeps coming back to me about this never-ending story of going back into the past. So I don't know. Maybe sometimes we have to go to the past to reconcile the lessons that we were meant to learn that we didn't learn. So maybe some of you are learning those lessons by revisiting the past, and that's okay. But don't get into that never-ending story of, you know, why me, and why, you know, did this person do this to me? They did it because it was necessary. It was totally necessary. One good thing, your heart's calling will be answered at this time. So I see all this milk and honey. It's kind of like the fruit of your labor, you know? That's why I feel like the masculine is desperate to take action, because you've done all this fabulous work, you know? One of the things I'm getting right now is insecurity. Somebody's extremely insecure, you know, about this themselves, so to speak. You are worthy of everything. This journey sometimes unleashes that insecurity within ourselves, but that's something that we need to work on. You know, it's something that you've lived a lifetime with, and this journey is meant to bring you to the best version of yourself and just exterminate that, you know, that energy. So yeah, I don't know where that came from. If the masculine could say anything to you at this very moment in time, what would it be? And it would be, I love you to infinity. And that's so crazy because I wrote that down today in my journal. I mean, I write it down every single day, but today it just had more meaning, because this masculine does love you to infinity. And you know, they do have this sense of regret because they did not let on at the beginning how they truly felt for you. But they do love you to infinity. I love this. It so resonates. I can't wait to conquer the world with you, and I dream of us building a beautiful life together. So even though there's like, you know, this energetic vibration of confusion and regret, they always migrate back to the high vibration of this connection and unconditional love. And it's so beautiful. They're also seeing some signs and synchronicities, and they all remind them of you. So it's beautiful. I feel like they're seeing them in nature. And one last thing, this message is for some of you feminines, not all. Overthinking. You know, don't let the rubbish overtake you. It's easy to get caught in that cycle of, you know, overthinking. You know, and all these questions. I think both of you may be confused right now. It's just part of the journey. Accept it, surrender, and move on. But I feel like some of you are really harboring the past right now. Some other beautiful messages for you beautiful loving souls are: let us be the love we seek. Let us be the change we wish to see. Let us give freely to one another without condition, for it's in giving that we receive. Now, I'd like to talk about that just for a moment. Let us give freely to each other without condition. That is unconditional love. That is one of the greatest blessings and gifts on this journey, is unconditional love. And that's exactly it. Give freely without condition. That's why it's called unconditional love, because there are no conditions. And sometimes my heart just aches because I know the pain that you're going through. I know that you have this broken heart because I've been there. But what I learned near the end of the journey was to give without condition. I was putting conditions on there. Like, I was doing all of this self-discovery, love, truth, authenticity. And at the end of it all, I was always just putting this condition while I'm doing all of this. Why aren't you, I just seen 3 crows represents marriage. Why aren't you coming? That moment I was just putting a condition. It is truly loving without condition. You don't know the hardships. You don't know the path. You don't know the destination that either of you endeavor. So it's difficult. So have faith. Surround yourself with nature and you will feel a greater sense of well-being. Nature's healing energy is sensual and magical. It'll awaken the sensual magic within you. I cannot express this enough. Nature is healing. It absolutely is. If you have this irritation, energy or confusion or regret, go put your feet on the ground. The ground will suck that energy right out of you. Believe it or not, it truly does. And when you're in nature, you just get this serene, peaceful feeling. If you're awakening on this journey, you have a deep appreciation for nature, something that you never really truly appreciated before. Now you're in awe of it. Believe me, it can help you. It can amazing, do wonders for you. Do not fear the current changes. All is happening in accordance with your divine plan. The current events are paving the way to a brighter future. Love illuminates all darkness. Remain positive and light. I know it's hard sometimes. It is a roller coaster ride of emotion. You're up, you're down, you're sideways, inside out. But ultimately the journey is of true authentic self, higher self, and self-love. And when you come to that destination, there's really nothing that can, there's always going to be low vibrational interference. That we can't help, because we live in a low vibrational world and we live in a third dimensional world. This love stems far greater than that. It stems to higher dimensions. And the soul's intelligence sometimes is scary, but you're getting intimate with your soul and you're shedding your ego. And the soul is a far brighter source of energy. It truly, truly is. And yeah, I love it all so much. As many of you know, we see signs and syncs every single day. I feel like I'm delivering these signs and syncs because I'm a messenger and I'm meant to message these messages to you. And as I was doing this message today, I seen 2 crows, which represent good luck, and then I seen 3 crows, which represents marriage. And all of these crazy numbers I see every single day. But I'm sure you see them too. It's a fundamental, I want to say, event on this journey. There's daily events. And again, as I was saying earlier, the masculine is seeing crazy signs and things. But feminine, your animal spirit message today is dog spirit. And be loyal to what you love. And I love this. Oh my gosh. Oh, Blue Jay. Because you are loyal, sensitive, nurturing, beautiful, and dogs represent unconditional love. And I feel like you're getting to that pure state of unconditional love, primarily for yourself. And what a wonderful place that is to be. Keep being the beautiful person you are. You are beautiful, you know? And the masculine animal spirit message today is Dear Spirit, which I love. This card rarely comes out. I think it's twice in 5 years this has come out. truly, since I've owned these. And it's bring a gentle touch. That's the masculine. Your masculine is equally as gentle, protective, equally as nurturing, and they're very loyal to you, believe it or not. And they want to bring that gentle touch. They want to take action. Your unconditional love is pulling them in such a beautiful direction, and that is you. I love it all so much. And the overall animal spirit message today for the Twin Flame Collective is whale spirit. Trust the great mystery. Wow. Have trust. Keep trusting, have faith. It's, this is a great mystery. And you know, there's a lot of things that are not known on this journey. You get to unravel them as you, navigate, I guess, in your journey. And these mysteries, they unfold, and you get to the truth of your true authentic self. And the most important thing is to have trust and faith. And I love this message all so very much, and I appreciate all of you so very much. A kind, gentle reminder that on February the 21st, I'm going to have a Zoom call. It's filling up quickly, so go to my website. You can book it there. Small admin fee. Sorry, folks. I think it's like $5 or $5.95. I can't remember. This is for my time. It takes a long time to administer something like this. So this is just for my time. There's also a $25 fee, which gives you 5 minutes of time with this collective, Twin Flame Collective, to ask questions of either myself or the group. Again, to be fair, I had to do that because 100 people, 90 minutes, not enough time. So I hope you join us. I can't wait to meet some of you. Yeah, so go to my website, book it there, and I always do personal messages about 4 to 5 weeks behind. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. And with that being said, thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the comments. It really, truly does warm my heart from the bottom of my heart. Have a beautiful day, folks.